or as I have affectionately called him since my own childhood, Mickey Mouse. First, if I may, I'd like to take a moment on behalf of Mickey's wife, Gail, and their 4 children, Michael Jr., his wife Tammy, Sean, his wife Audrey, Teresa and her husband Michael, Sheila and her husband Phil, as well as Mickey's surviving siblings, Eileen, Christy, and Bridget, to thank you all for coming to honor and celebrate the life of a man whom they simply refer to as husband, father, and brother. Some of you already may know, Mickey was born in County Limerick, Ireland, and was one of 10 children. At the tender age of 18, he immigrated to the United States and enlisted in the United States Army and served our country during the Vietnam era. He was stationed in Fort Hood, Texas, where he was trained to drive and service Army tanks. He was also a pistol expert and achieved the rank of sergeant before being honorably discharged. Mickey had a career in the airline industry, first working with TWA and then American Airlines before retiring. Together, Mickey and his wife Gail were the proud parents of 4 great children and raised their family loving and supporting each other every step of the way in the Jefferson Park neighborhood they called home. Mickey loved his wife and kids and looked on pridefully when his son Michael joined the Marine Corps and Sean joined the Navy. They too served our country honorably, and while Teresa and Sheila did not join the military, they were busy here on the home front raising their own little army of children, for whom Mickey took great care and loved spending time with each one of his 11 grandchildren. This October 8th would have been Mickey and Gail's 50th wedding anniversary. They have loved and endured longer than most of us can dream of. Mickey was a very kind and gentle man, or as my Aunt Jo so eloquently said to me the other day, Mickey was like John Wayne in the Irish movie, the quiet man. You never heard him say a cross word about anyone. He adored his grandchildren and spent a lot of time with them. Mickey was also a huge animal lover and had many dogs and cats over the years. His own children could tell you that they would often find him sitting outside in his beloved yard, feeding all the outdoor critters as well. He enjoyed doing what he considered the most important thing in life. That was quality time with those he loved. Over the years, many family and friends have shared numerous laughs, many pints, a good cup of Irish tea, and most definitely some Mikados and Kimberly biscuits. Anyone who knew Mickey knew he loved a good cup of tea and some sweets. A few years ago, over such a cup of tea, my Aunt Biddy had said to Mickey, "What about your blood sugar?" Mickey replied, "Oh, it's fine, I'll check it later," while he stuffed another Irish biscuit in his mouth. One of my own fond memories was when I was a novice nurse working at Resurrection Hospital. I was shocked to discover that Mickey was assigned to be one of my patients that day. I recognized the name and I entered the room. I remember walking in and saying, "What are you doing here, mister?" He smiled and said, "Oh, I don't know, those damn doctors." I warned him if he did not feel better soon and get out of that bed and go home, that I would be forced to give him a sponge bath. He blushed, we both laughed, and as I recall, he was discharged the next day. But that was Mickey. He never complained about anything. He was a religious man, very kind, humble, yet prideful, maybe a bit stubborn, extremely strong. We all loved and adored him, but we wouldn't have wanted him any other way. He was and will always be the true definition of a gentleman. I pray that God will continue to watch over and bless his wife, children, and grandchildren as they face the difficult days ahead. To close, I'd like to share a little poem with you entitled Father. You can only have one father, patient, kind, and true. No other friend in the world will be the same to you. When other friends forsake you, to Father you will return. For all his loving kindness, he asks nothing in return. As we look upon this picture, sweet memories we recall, of a face so full of sunshine and a smile for one and all. Sweet Jesus, take this message to our dear Father above, and tell him how we miss him, and give him all our love. Thank you.